and welcome to This Week at Shrouded, episode 12. This week, we have our esteemed guests, Mr. Good Saint, Mr. Wrecked, and Captain Gatto. I'd like to welcome them all to the show. Thank you for taking your time out of your day to talk to us. We don't got a lot to go over today. Sorry, were you going to say something?
I said
Okay. All right. We don't have a lot to go over today, which is a miracle. It's amazing. I'm so excited.
Right.
There's only one article this week at Bungie. It's not too heavy. It's not too... I was going to say it's not too light, but it is. It's super light. Not a lot going on. So I figure we'll talk about this week at Bungie, any experiences we've had within Destiny this week regarding probably knife or GMs. That's gonna distract me. I'll try to be better. But we will get started with talking about this week in gaming. For any of us that has done anything special, that might want to bring it up and talk to us about it. So I will start actually this time. I know it's rare. Usually I go last, but I figure I started off this week. I rolled credits on God of War Ragnarok finally. Has anyone else played that?
I have a code for it, and I've never played the first one, so I need to play those. I need to play the first one before, but I have a code for the second one when I got my PlayStation.
I won't get into any spoilies. God of War Ragnarok was very good. Sorry, go ahead.
I was gonna say, I unfortunately do not own a console, so.
Well, you can play God of War on PC, just not Ragnarok.
Yeah, true.
If you ever want to, it's there. Anyway, so it was really good. I'd give it like a 9 out of 10, not a 10 out of 10, like most people are saying. I actually thought 2018 God of War was a better overall game. Obviously, there's a lot more stuff in the sequel. That's just kind of the way sequels work. But a lot of the same stuff too. So it was a little bit of a retread, but the gameplay and story is just impeccable. The acting and all that stuff. So it's hard to say that it's not, way up there in quality. It's just as good quality as before, but because the first one exists, it kind of just diminishes it for me. And I thought the ending of the first game was incredible, whereas this one was just kind of like, all right. Anyway, so I'm still working my way to the Platinum Trophy. There's a lot of collectibles in that game, and you know how much I like collectibles. But if I like the game enough, I will go through and do it. Going through that game and collecting all the stuff, it wasn't excessive. I would say, probably take about 20 hours to beat the main story if you ignored a lot of things. And I've probably played it for about 35 hours, looking at all the cracks and crevices that you can. Obviously, I didn't get everywhere because they actually, the way they ended Ragnarok is once you win the game, a couple new places actually open up. So you can't go to them until until after. So I was like, well, fuck. Because I like the platinum of the game before I roll credits. That being the last trophy, of course. But not this time. Anyway, it was a good game. That's my point. Anything to you guys?
Nothing else aside from Destiny.
Destiny. You Destiny fools.
A lot of GMs, but we'll get into that later.
Yeah. Wrecked?
I played and finished a game called Carrion. It's an indie game where if The Thing was a movie or was a game, you'd be playing the monster. So
if The Thing
pretty interesting.
Was a movie.
Yeah, with the monster that was like a blob of flesh that could change form if it ate somebody. It could change into them or whatever. Anyway. Yeah, this is the trailer for it.
Okay. I thought that'd be fun. But where's the gameplay? Come on. Oh, that guy died.
That's the thing you play.
Oh, okay.
That's cool.
Oh, okay, yeah. That's pretty neat.
And then, GMs, Master Raid, Macrochasm on Master was interesting. Took a while, but, that's it. More GMs this weekend.
Okay, right on. It's double weekend, right?
Mm-hmm.
Or double week, I guess. I haven't done anything in Destiny this week. You're both mentioning it. I haven't been able to play any GMs yet. I have not done the Master Challenge. I will do the Master Challenge. I cannot guarantee I will do any GMs, but I'll definitely do the Master Challenge because, that's like on the top of my priority list. It was interesting though.
Yeah. You have to get all the light side planets on one side and all the dark side planets on the other side every single round.
Feels like you just do it twice.
You do have to do it a couple of times, yeah. But it also changes your
No,
call
but I
outs
mean,
because
like,
you're-
when you normally do it, you just have one person on each plate. You go over once, and technically you do damage phase. But wouldn't you just be able to do it, go over once, go over again, then do damage phase?
yeah, but you're also on a time limit. So the Colossi are barrier champions. So
That's fun.
it's interesting. Oh, and it's of course it has whatever the new burn is called, but it's solar, and everything in there is shooting you with solar. So it's good. The boss himself will just you could have 3 resist mods on and 100 resilience. If the boss gets his melee off on you, you're pretty much done.
Okay. We went a little off track because I started talking about that. Gato, has anything you've been doing anything special this week?
No, not really. Just like GMs because double loot and double XP, getting that rank 10. Maybe a little bit of Wildlands, Ghost Recon Wildlands to just, relax a little bit, but more than that.
Interesting. Is Wildlands any good? I never played it.
It has its moments.
Yeah.
It's a fairly okay game,
Better,
but it gets
better than
repetitive after.
Breakpoint? Or whatever that. The
Never
sequel
played
was called?
Breakpoint.
It's Breakpoint.
Breakpoint. No,
You mean they're
Breakpoint
the
was.
same? Is that what you're saying?
From what I saw, Breakpoint was definitely worse than this game.
Okay.
It's a similar experience in my experience.
No, but like, the equipment has value, like armor value and weapon value for some reason. So
Okay.
you have to grind a lot more. Meanwhile, in Ghost Recon, you get a gun. Well, you know exactly what that gun's gonna do.
Well, they're both called Ghost Recon, so be careful.
Wildlands
Yeah.
and
there you go.
Breakpoint.
Yeah, don't confuse me. My brain will melt. Okay.
Okay.
Very cool. All right. Well, we can start into. We could talk a little bit more about GMs. I'd be interested to hear something about some of the new GMs, how they are. From what I'm seeing people get through GMs pretty efficiently.
Mhm.
So it doesn't sound like I remember having a conversation on this podcast in the past about one of us thought that there would not be nearly as many conquerors this year or this season as there has been in the past. So what are your thoughts on at least? Oh, so there's 2 new GMs. Has anybody done either one of them? Them being the Neomuna GM. I forget the name of it. 'Cause I don't
Hypernet.
care. Hypernet, right? And then of course the Heist Battleground Mars GM.
And then you have the 2 reprised ones, which are basically new in a sense.
Okay, yeah,
Arms
that's true.
Dealer and then
Okay.
Lake of Shadows.
Have you done all of them?
I've done all of them.
Hypernet's a cakewalk.
Yes, it is. Hypernet. If you have someone running, what's the fucking GL? The kinetic void one. Fighting Lion.
You the primary,
Fight-
you're Fighting Lion.
Fighting Lion. It does 100k per shot.
Did you
On the
say
boss,
Kinetic
because
Void?
He meant primary.
Okay,
yeah.
sorry, I just.
Primary ammo void grenade
But
launcher.
When
yeah,
did
it
we
does
get a
100
kinetic void grenade? No, I'm just
It does 100k per grenade on the boss because the boss is coded as a red bar. And
So
that's
the
right.
fighting line glitch works against him.
Yep.
The fighting line glitch. Please, or give me some information.
It's
So-
doing more damage than intended.
Take a fighting lion into an activity and shoot a red bar with it.
Okay.
And you will
so,
see
okay.
you'll see 6-figure damage numbers.
So it's just doing more damage than intended.
Yes.
Glitch makes me think I have to do something fancy to make something work. in my
And
brain.
that GM is also overcharged grenade launcher too, so it just stacks on top of that.
Okay, so it's already doing more damage. Then you get 25% extra damage on top of that damage, and then damage. Okay, so fighting line into hypernet. Got it.
Yep.
You heard it here first. I know it's not first, but we're just gonna say that for funsies. You heard it here first. Take your hypernet, or take a fighting line into hypernet. You said you were doing GM Scotto. You do hypernet.
No,
say he
I
died.
only done arms dealer though.
Okay. We'll get your opinion on arms deal in a bit. I'm going to move along into the heist, the Mars heist battlefield, battlegrounds, whatever it is. A lot of people. Okay, so listen, I learned this just on the stream the other day. Somebody told me, and I had no idea that you could just stay away from the towers to kill.
I didn't know that either until I did the GM. I had no idea.
So has that always been a thing?
Apparently.
Why
maybe
do we
it's just for
beat
the-
our face against the
I
wall
don't know.
standing under that fucking tower, dude? Ah!
Makes
Did
it
you know this was a
considerably
thing, right?
easier.
Wait, you didn't know that you could just
No.
No,
stay
I
away
thought
from
it
the
was
tower?
like a zone you had to stand in.
Mm-hmm. Yep, same here.
What do you mean?
What do you mean? What do you mean? That's how Destiny works.
If you see a
in
ring on
every
the floor, you're
instance.
going to want to stand in it to
You
capture the
stand
point.
it.
Your
Like that's
brain is coded that way. At least mine is.
All you needed to do was to make the enemies not go inside of that
Yeah,
area.
that's what I learned. I had no idea before that because none of Destiny works that way. You always have to stand in the area for it to move. Any ghost hack, anything. Always.
I
need to
learned
be
that, like,
in the area.
I learned that from that strike last season when it was in rotation.
Huh?
So
Congratulations. I had no idea. So that was the scariest part to me of that whole GM. So when I found out about that, I was like, okay, well, that GM doesn't sound very scary. So inform me. Is there any other part of that GM that's scary at all? First off, let me preface. Did anybody do it without cheesing the boss? You fucking dorks. Okay, so.
It's still hard to get there. I don't care.
So we have no idea if the boss room is actually difficult. If
The
you do it
boss room
properly.
is absolutely difficult
it is.
if
That-
you
that's-
run it
it's-
properly.
yeah.
It absolutely is difficult if you
So this
don't
is the
have
week
good
to do
crowd
it.
control.
This is the week to do it if you don't ever want to do it again. Got it.
Listen, just take 2 shade binders in there with you and you'll be fine.
Here we go again with the shade binders.
I don't know. I ran to get my seal. I did it on Bondage Titan the entire time, and I was having real. It was making a lot of them real easy, just suspending fucking everything. So that's also a viable route. But we also had a shade binder with us too.
Fuck shade binders. What you need 3 strand hunters with double grenade, shackle grenades, and their shadow dive shackle, and then like nothing ever gets to shoot ever.
Great, well, you enjoy yourself.
I'm not
With your
gonna do
triple
that.
hunter with your triple hunter build.
Bro,
You should
Triple
stream
Hunter-
that so we can all watch.
I would. I bet it would work too. I would guarantee it would work. Just
All
as
right.
good as 3 Void Hunters works. All you do is hide the whole time until everything dies. No? Alright, fair enough. Okay, so the reprise raise, why don't we start with arms dealer? You can't burst, so I'm thinking about the raid or the strike, and I'm not thinking about anything overly difficult. Until I would say the boss room would probably be the most difficult thing to accomplish.
Well, there's a tormentor in there now too.
Yes. Is he hard?
I mean, he's tanky, and then their ads do spawn while you're dealing
Fighting him?
damage to him as well. Yeah.
Okay, but that
He
room is
takes-
so huge.
Yeah, he takes place at the second tank.
Yeah.
It wasn't overly difficult until the boss room, and it's mainly just because of the fucking turrets that the lander had, and then the thresher. If you can deal with those, then it's not very difficult.
Yep. The only thing to really worry about is the air support they get. As long as you can deal with that quickly, it's not a big deal.
Okay, so deal with that quickly. I know you can blow up a thresher, but you can't blow up a lander.
No, but
You can shoot the
up.
turret off it.
Yeah. Yep.
You can shoot the turret off it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
That's all I needed to know, baby. Getting all my tips. Getting all my tips in.
You're one of my cheesecakes. Do you understand?
How was your run on that one, Gato? You said that was the one you did run, so
Making those
they
tomorrow.
they were pretty easy. Not gonna lie. I mean, the entire part until the final boss, it's pretty easy. Like yourself, I did run with suspension hunter because it's way easier to do GMs now with strand. Jesus Christ, just throw the grenades and like tormentors don't do thing. Bosses, I mean, in this case, champions, just don't move. Like it's so easy. I highly recommend doing it.
okay. Perfect. You want to know something funny? I'm looking at my OBS, and Rect, I have you in the bottom left corner, so you're just like looking away from everybody. Ah, he turned. All right, there we go.
Oh,
Now you're
there you go.
looking
He turned.
You're looking directly into Good Saint's eyes now. There you go. Perfect. Yay. I can look down at you. No, he's angry. All right. Anyway, I've had my fun with that. Okay, and then the other one's Lake of Shadows. I actually haven't run Lake of Shadows at all since Lightfall, so I don't even know what it's like. Speak of it in terms of GM difficulty.
2 threshers at the dam.
Yep. And then
So when you're running along the outside.
Yeah.
Yep.
And then you have to deal with a tormentor in the room after. You would normally kill the wizard to open up the taken blight door.
Oh, yes.
And then there
Yes,
are
that
hive
room.
acolyte eyes all that spawn in all 4 corners. So long as you have someone managing those eyes, that room is easy.
All right.
If you
So
can-
that room is tiny. There's a
Yes.
big ass tormentor in there that will mess you up, and there are 9 eyes that
Oh,
just
no,
keep
okay.
respawning
Mm-hmm.
around the room over and over and over and over again.
That sounds enjoyable.
And then the boss room has a cheese. You can get into the ceiling.
I don't know.
Who are you playing Connect 4 with?
What? No, I'm not doing anything. You didn't see anything.
Play with chat. Tell them to pick. It goes A, B, C, D, E, F, and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. There you go. Maybe someone will actually talk. You'd have to open the YouTube though to see the chat, and you can't find that link unless. Oh wait, I have it right here. If you're seriously gonna do it, I'll put it in the Discord channel for you. There you go. All right, get ready, chat. Connect 4.
This is how boring this TWAB this week's TWAB is.
Well, that's why I've been talking so long about GMs, to be completely
Yeah.
honest, because there's not a lot on TWAB at all, and we gotta at least stretch it out to 1 hour at minimum. At absolute minimum, we've been talking for 30 minutes. We're good. We did a good job. Okay, what other GM was there though? Those are the 4 new ones.
Glassway.
Glassway, okay. Glassway is Glassway. It's
Mhm.
It can be tough if you don't know how to manage the boss room. Everything else is easy, unless you stand on the plate in the milk room until it gets to 100% immediately.
Right.
That's not a smart thing to do. If you've never done that before, you do it in waves. Okay.
You just throw stasis turrets. It's fine.
Oh God! Enough with the stasis turrets. You know you get one shot by those snipers if you don't have any resist on.
Who does a GM without resists on?
Well, they might have the wrong resists on.
I'm
Just
not
saying.
playing with those people.
What the fuck? Aren't you like basing your whole Twitch channel on helping people get through GMs that haven't done them?
I am. I will be.
Those are the type of people.
I will be.
Those are the type of people that you're gonna get in there, dude.
I will be, allegedly.
Allegedly. I'm not sure what that means. Sounds creepy though. Anyway, and what was the other one? Anyone? Nope. Anyone know what the 6th one is?
No.
6 GM?
No?
Proving grounds.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Proving Grounds is the same.
It's
Well,
exactly the
there's
same.
the tank room. Well, when I said the same, I meant it's pretty easy if you know how to manage the boss room. But the tank room can get people too sometimes, from time to time. Just don't get shot by the tank, really. That thing will one-shot you.
It's got overcharged snipers. You can pretty much one-shot the tanks with Izanagi's Bergen.
Alright, Izanagi's. Got it. That's funny. You used to run that back in the... I remember when the first season that was a GM, Izanagi was the go-to. Pretty sure, from what I'm remembering. Izanagi and Divinity.
Oh yeah.
Anyway, that and Arms Dealer, they both did that. From what I remember. I don't remember everything. I might be totally wrong. And an idiot. So.
I mean, you're not wrong, so...
About being an idiot?
Yeah.
Thanks. All right, let's
You're
dig
welcome.
into this week at Bungie. Wah, wah. In case you missed last week's TWAB, the TLDR was a reflection on Lightfall, prepping for Grandmasters. You're a little late for that one. Something about some weapons leaving this season and no one's coming next season. Something about cutscenes that nobody cares about unless you are a thieving content creator. And Prime Gaming rewards recap. So, if you haven't grabbed your Prime Gaming yet, make sure to do that. While you're doing it, you might as well go to twitch.tv/Shrouded Gaming and drop a Prime sub on that beautiful channel. I heard that guy is an incredible human being, and he deserves everything. This week we'll be talking about specific third-party peripheral usage. Get fucked, losers. Well, kind of. Destiny would like to commend you. We talked about that last week, but it's official this week. We even got the image. Reminder about Trials Labs, that's coming up. Then Bungie Foundation stuff. Update the known issues list. And then, their standard movie of the week and whatnot. We don't really talk about it. But I am going to talk about one this week because they posted it on here. Hold on. I'm going straight to this. Okay, I'm going to even put this on the screen. Look at this. Hold on, show on stream, right? I gotta hit that button, and I gotta move to... I forget which one it is. Is it this one? It is. Alright, so this Root of Nightmare 8-bit thing, and I was like, that looks like a really cool image. And then I was expecting more. And when I hit play, all it does is play 8-bit music, and I was really bored.
I mean...
Hold on. You probably can't hear it.
Oh my god, that's so loud!
Oh, you can hear it? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I didn't know I was sharing audio. Here, I'll turn it down. Okay, so... Why is it
Ow.
giving you guys so much audio? I don't know. I have it, like, at 20%.
Just give
There
us
we
the
go.
full catastrophe experience.
There you go.
No.
Yeah, crank that bitch.
So,
No.
wait, why did it go up? Okay, all right. We don't get to listen to it the whole time. So here, listen. I don't think I'm just gonna go ahead and assume that was like the music that plays inside the raid in 8-bit.
It's the final boss music. Yes.
Okay. See, as some of you well know, I turn music off in Destiny.
That's-
As do I.
That's the number one mistake that you do during raids.
Okay. Yeah,
Why?
that's what people said. They took me about 40 runs before I turned the music on for King's Fall, and then I was incredibly
Kingsfall?
Yeah, listen, for King's Fall, every single raid I was in was like they'd all get excited for when Orcs comes up and they're like "No, no, 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 no," or whatever the fuck the thing was, and then it'd become a meme that I was just like. They're like, Greener, have you turned your music on? The best music in Destiny, blah, 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 blah. So eventually I turned it on. And yeah, as expected, I was, it was hyped up to be this most amazing thing I've ever heard in my life. And it was just boring ass video game music. So
Listen,
I turned
listen.
it off. No, hold on. I turned it
okay.
off and I never turned.
I'm waiting.
I just never turned the music back on. I've purposely gone on YouTube to listen to the DSC like spacewalk music because people talked about it so much. Like I've never actually experienced it in game, but it's not special either. Like I don't get like I've heard orchestras in video
What do you
games
mean?
before.
What
Like-
What do you mean you don't like the Deep Space Lullaby?
It's
like
boring.
one of. What do you mean? It's literally one of the best written songs that they have. What do you mean?
That
I've
is
never-
a really
I've never
low
heard it
bar
either.
though. What?
Okay, you.
He's so mad.
In
I
fact, in point of fact, I've not heard one note of music for Lightfall for the entire expansion.
Okay, let me tell
Not
you.
one
okay,
note.
Okay, now that we're talking about music, let me tell you, my top three are the entirety of Rogue's theme on the boss fight
Never
of
heard
Vow of the Disciple.
Oh, I've never heard Vow music either.
Oh my god, what are you guys doing?
I turned the music off for PvP, and then I just left it off forever.
Why? What?
I turned the
What?
music off because I could never hear anybody talking in the Discord over the fucking music.
You don't need to put the music so loud that like you can't hear people.
Okay,
Just put
well,
it like
music is only good when it's loud.
I know you sent me text.
Yeah, but like what? I have the slider of music at like a 3 out of 10. So
You said and.
that's not that bad. But like I said, yeah, Vow is first one. Deepstone Lullaby is my second, and then Ribbon of 1,000 Words is my third one.
That's what I plan on making tomorrow.
Okay.
And as an honorable mention, I have the boss from Garden of Salvation.
I have heard Savathun's song, but only because somebody actually sang it in a cutscene.
So let's quickly read it.
That's it.
You guys don't know what you're missing.
You're right. I do not.
You're right. I have absolutely no idea,
False.
except for a couple things that I have gone over. So, like, I don't know. I think I listen to that music. Here's the thing. Have you ever watched the Video Game Awards?
Yeah.
Yeah. Have you ever seen that orchestra play Destiny music? No.
Has
You want
Destiny
to know
been given-
why? You want to
Has
know why?
Destiny been-
Because
has
it's
Destiny-
shit.
It's not shit. It's because Destiny is no longer Game of the Year. Destiny got released in 2017.
That's
It's
only
not
what
gonna-
they do at the end. They do all the Game of the Year nominees like theme songs and orchestra, but throughout, well, maybe not the last couple of years, but for a few years, they would just do music throughout from iconic video games with full orchestras, and it was just never Destiny. And there's a reason for that. Because it's not
Well, I mean-
iconic music that they're creating. It's fine, it's good, like all the props to them, but it's not iconic. It's not the Legend of Zelda theme song. It's not Ironically, because they made Halo. I think Halo would be really good in an orchestra.
Oh my god.
Super Mario.
Jesus Christ.
No, Super Mario is iconic, but it's not orchestra worthy. So. Maybe that new song that they sing in
Look, if you wanna,
Odyssey in New Donk
if
City.
you wanna just listen to video game orchestra, you can listen to the entirety of like the Undertale performed in orchestra.
I bet that would be good. Yeah, their music's better than Destiny's.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I do agree with that. No, I have to agree. Their music is pretty cool, actually.
Anyway, I'm sure it's fine. And I don't know. I'm not interested. The first thing I do in like almost every like multiplayer game that I play on the computer is turn the music off as soon as I log in, like for the very first time. Just goodbye. And
I
Destiny
play
was one of
Osu without music.
them. That's
I'm not gonna comment on that.
that's ridiculous. The whole game's based on beats, dude.
Oh,
That's like playing
the thing-
Guitar Hero
The
with no
thing
music.
appears on the screen. You just tap the things that appear on the screen. It's
I
easy.
get
I
it.
play DDR without moving. What do you mean?
Plays DDR without a TV. He just knows the beat and does it. I saw you talk, but I didn't hear anything. Yeah.
I'm just speechless. I don't know.
Is he broken? Did we break Good Saint? It says you're muted on the. Like there's a little
He broke.
inside of the Twitch thing.
Oh, it was weird. Yeah, it was at the bottom of my screen. I didn't even notice it pop up. Can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, that was weird. Yeah. I forgot what I was saying. I said, in addition to the DDR, he can feel it in his bones. That's need to use the TV.
Does he sound weird to you guys now, or is that just me? Am I not used to hearing his voice?
It sounds fine to me.
Okay.
My headset's broken. Oh, you want to know a cool story? See these? These?
You only got one? Wow.
What the?
They said the back I should do.
Sorry,
some-
I hear children
No.
talking. That must be just me. It sounds like they're
Mhm.
behind me.
No, currently next to me.
Okay, yeah, there's something going on here. I'm putting a new. Never mind. I was going to tell you a cool story about these, but they're not working.
So it's obviously not a cool story then.
I want to tell you a cool story about these ear pods of mine. They're broken.
Right?
Picking up like weird scuff sounds. That's all.
Cool story, bro.
Ah, now that sounds better. Yeah, must have been.
That,
Okay, so I was about to tell you that I lost these in outside in the winter, in a Canadian winter, and I found them just a couple days ago, 3 months later, after the snow melted, and they work fine. However, they were just not working very well, so it was a bad timing, coincidence. But I'm still pretty happy with the fact that, I mean, they're functional and they've been working. Just I don't know.
Just not that well.
Just something. Well, I have a shitty Bluetooth receiver too. I've always had issue with some Bluetooth, so it could be lots of things. Because they worked all day for work and stuff, so they've been doing pretty good. Anyways, besides the point. So, anyway, I wanted to bring up the Root of Nightmares thing just because I thought that was really cool, and I thought I was going to get a bunch of glimpses of the whole thing in 8-bit, but it was just the music, and I was just like, whatever, dude. I want to see the visual stuff because I thought that was really cool. Looking at the image itself, I wanted to see Rolk Jr. In 8-bit and some of the planet room and stuff. I thought it would all have been pretty interesting, but I was disappointed. Okay, so why don't we talk about those dog shit peripherals that Bungie's actually kind of taking a stance on. They had mentioned that they're all for anything that helps players whether there be accessibility tools for people that aren't as fortunate as us to have full motor function and that type of stuff. But still only to a point where the game was, where it only helped them enjoy the game as it was intended. So basically, that was kind of like a middle finger to I can't even think of the names of them. Zim
and Chronus.
Zim and Chronus.
Zim players, yeah.
Yeah, just that specific line, that was enough, really, for most people to understand. Like that's what they were targeting with this comment, without actually specifically saying it, because they said they didn't want people to go look for it after they've called it out. So that's fair, because there probably is a lot of players that probably have no idea what this stuff even is. I know I didn't until probably a while ago now, but I didn't for a long time until somebody explained it to me. So essentially, they're going to start cracking down on these users that are using these third-party peripherals to help stop recoil and things, other things. Give extra aim assist, I think, was one of the things they do. Pretty much stop recoil completely, which I find kind of ironic, since recoil almost doesn't exist at all on PC. So it's just like they're trying to get on the same playing ground. But
I mean, true, to a certain degree.
they get
Because
more aim
while on-
assist though if they have no
Yeah.
recoil. So.
But have you actually seen like the box that the little Zim/Chronus things are sold
no,
in?
I've never seen it. So-
If I've seen only an image of it, and on the back side of the box, it has literally saying there, or as advertised, all terms that's like specifically to like hacked stuff, like no recoil, aim assist, auto crouch, like crouch spamming. Like they are putting in, they're like advertising that this little thing will do as much or better than any hacking program that you have to cheat on a game. Like, okay.
Okay.
And then people say that they're like, oh no, this is a valid usage. Yeah.
I have to ask a question about that. Okay,
They call
so
electrician.
not that specifically, but you had mentioned crouch spamming, and I want to know. Okay, so I want to preface this by something. So a couple weekends ago, it was the Iron Banner when the Immortal was running rampant. So however long ago that was, it wasn't that long ago. But I decided to. It had happened to me a couple times that people are crouch spamming and whatever. So I was like, I'm going to try to practice how to do that with my fingers properly. So I tried it for a little bit, and I got good at it, and I was doing pretty good. But let me tell you, I have never gotten so many friend requests on Steam, so I assume people could tell me off, than I did when I was crouch spamming legitimately, just, reaching over and hitting the crouch button. Is that something that PvP players think is a garbage way to play? Because I'm curious why I got so many friend requests this one time
because
I was doing it.
I hate going up against someone who's doing it, but that's me. I don't play PvP a lot, but that's just
Yeah,
personal
because
preference, I guess.
it's a scummy way of doing things. Because like if people are technically aiming at your head where it's supposed to be, if you're crouch spamming, your the hit where it should be your head doesn't exist. So
Okay,
people
but
just get upset.
But why? That's what I'm asking. Like, you say it's a scummy way to play, but if somebody's aiming at my head in real life, in theory, wouldn't I want to duck under the bullet? Like, I'm not doing anything wrong.
Like, no, dodging it is fine. Like like crouching to dodge bullets is fine. But like doing it over and over again, like super like spammy in that way, it doesn't work.
Oh, it works.
It just doesn't work.
Let me tell you, I had a lot of, like, my KDA went up like 2 points. Like,
So
People can't
um,
do this up and down, up and
it
down.
works better on PC lobbies than it does in console lobbies.
If
Because
Okay.
if I
the aim
see
assist on controller will still shoot you in the face,
Okay,
even if you're crouch spamming.
that's fair.
if I see a crouch spammer in one of my games, I don't even aim for the head. I just aim for the body because it's gonna give me free headshots if you just do that. Oh, you crouch while fighting me? Congratulations, you're giving me free headshots.
I can also
Like,
stop hitting the button though if I realize you're shooting at me in the belly.
Okay.
You're getting friend requests because people outwardly look down on people doing it.
That's what I wanted to know. I'm trying to figure out why is something that's so simple built into the game. It makes a lot of sense.
But it's not simple for everybody to do.
It's not
It's
simple
not
for people
simple,
to
yeah.
do this.
No.
Some people just refuse to do it, so yeah.
It's not hard.
Greener, if you look at the active PvP population, the average KD is well under 1. They're not. Yes, this is a problem. Yes, absolutely. Yeah.
Anyway, I can't help it.
So-
That's so crazy to me. Okay, anyway, so that's like the equivalent to me if I was like playing Tarkov, for example, and someone shot at me and I leaned. Like
Also,
to-
people
Like-
might believe that you're probably like just like teabagging them as you kill them.
well,
I don't know, maybe.
I do that regularly. I think
Oh.
teabagging is part of PvP game play. I know a lot of people think it's toxic, but I don't care. It's like one of the funnest things to do in Destiny. I teabag the shit out of people. It's like when I'm playing League of Legends and I kill someone, I emote on top of them and do my
It's a good old
do my
time,
little
yeah.
thing. You know, the little the icon. If you're like level 7, you spam it on their
And-
dead body.
And let me ask you, Greener, how many times have you been banned on League?
I've never been banned on League.
Wow, you dodged a bullet there. Then
It's not illegal to emote spam somebody.
I don't know
It's
because
not, it's
in
not
here,
written anywhere.
in here, if you do that, in here, I mean, in the EUS server, if you do that a lot, you'll get banned.
Pussies.
I mean, maybe.
No, people can't take a little bit of shit talking. That's all it is. It's the equivalent that if
Mm.
somebody was in your Discord, you'd be like, "Get fucked on, bro." Like it's not like anyway. I literally do
Or
it
sucks to suck.
for this reason: is I know it triggers people and they will play worse afterwards.
Okay.
It's true. It's true. You ever do that shit in a game where you're barely winning in League of Legends, for example, just because people get way more triggered in League than they do in
I don't know
Destiny.
what to tell you
I'm
guys.
just
Oh
like,
well,
So-
but that's because it's League. But
They will start running it down because they want to fucking murder you, and they will not care if there's 4 people in their way. They will just come like they get so triggered.
yeah,
man.
they get tilted. Yeah, they get tilted.
Yeah, so like it's a strategy. It's a legitimate
If I
strategy.
see- If I'm playing League and I see my enemy just randomly like spamming emotes, you know what I'll do? I'll just mute the emotes. Like,
You can do
have
that
fun,
too,
loser.
right?
Just have fun talking to a wall. Like,
Does
people-
it mute the like the control 3, control 4?
oh yeah,
Is
it
that
does.
good?
It mutes
Ah,
everything.
It's so boring. I like
It
doing
mutes
that.
everything. No, it mutes everything. Like it doesn't work.
I love it. I love it.
And people who play with me, and people who play with me, like know that I'm pretty much untiltable when it comes to like doing those tactics. If you're playing against me and you try to annoy me by emote spamming, good luck trying to do that and actually working. It doesn't work against
I'm
me.
not worried about it, and I know it's not going to work on everybody, but I do know it works on a huge population. It's one of the reasons. Like we've had a lot of different tournaments in the SGC over like the last 5 years, and it's always been brought up in a conversation whether or not you should ban teabagging in a PvP tournament. And my answer is always the same: no, fuck no. If you can't handle it, don't play. But other times, like we've had people quit in the middle of a tournament, quit the community completely because one of the other members was teabagging them.
I mean,
Mhm.
that's just a symbol of disrespect. Like, if I'm doing like an in-house tournament, let's say for League again, like, as an example, if I'm doing like a tournament for League that I know who my enemies are, and like it's in an in-house, I'm not gonna like flame them or like trash talking all chat. However, if I'm playing like a random game, I
Mhm.
might. Why not? I don't know them.
Well, I'll tell you now. You were in the voice chat with me. There was plenty of people in Crimson Days that we were shit talking them voice wise, and I was teabagging them in game. So
Oh, you did that while I was with
you were
playing with you?
there. We talked about it. And they were like, "Are you teabagging me?" I'm like, "Damn right I am." You just don't remember.
Oh
But,
yeah, I remember. Yeah,
yeah.
it's coming back.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. I even said yeah. I don't teabag people.
Yeah, I think we had a conversation about it. And I
Uh,
probably said the exact same thing. That's how I tell people. I will even teabag somebody. Good lord! What
what
was
the
that?
fuck was that?
I assume that came from. I thought that came from you because your avatar got angry.
What? No,
You have a soundboard turned on? Did you
no,
accidentally triggered, maybe?
no. What?
I think you do. Anyway,
Mhm.
oh fuck, what was I gonna say? Oh, even if I'm like losing, like to like god awful levels, like say it's 20-2 against me. I've got 2 kills and 22. I'll still teabag that motherfucker that killed me 20 times if I get him once.
Good for you.
It makes me feel good. Whatever. It doesn't matter. Teabagging is
You're
fun.
you're the type of player who wins the game like barely, and it'll just type GG easy.
I never do that. I find
Oh, okay.
that incredibly disrespectful. I hate. So that'll trigger me. So it's funny. It's funny how there's certain
Take
things
note,
I'll do
folks.
and
Take
other.
note.
That's one of the I hate. I hate that so much.
You beat them in lane all the game, and just because your bottom lane fed, they won the game. Just like GG easy, top diff, or whatever lane you play.
Yeah, I don't do that. I don't do top diff, jungle diff, mid diff, or anything like that. I will not say GG easy, but I will go right up to the fountain and spam emotes at them. So, I mean, I guess you take your
mean-
pick.
I do the occasional like emote while I'm running away from people. Like I'm trying to escape. It's like okay, have fun. You know the emote that it's Fiora putting the OK sign. I do that when running away from like ganking junglers. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Anyway, let's move on. That was fun. We all know I like the teabag. All right. Okay. So hopefully some people get banned using this shit.
Listen.
People already have been banned.
What were you gonna say, Rick?
Listen. Number one, there's a lot of talk about these on Twitter and on Reddit right now.
Oh yeah.
And I will tell you that from my experience, about 90% of people have no idea how these devices even work or what they're actually capable of. They talk like it's some kind of magic toggle where all of a sudden you become godlike. If you're a shit player without one of these devices, you're still going to be a shit player with them. The ones that are abusive are the ones that are kind of good or are already good and are using this on top of it. Those are the players that are the real problem. It's not like these things like create aim assist out of thin air. They don't give you more aim assist than the game can actually give you. They're not injecting code to let you be an aimbot or anything like that. That said, if you talk to people that do like competition level coaching, they will tell you that the top end of the community uses these more than anybody else. All right, so those are the ones that are probably going to be hit by it most. But I'm not actually convinced that Bungie's going to do much of anything here. They're going to target people that are using obvious scripts, but the people that are using mouse and keyboard on a console, I would lay odds that nobody that's just doing that without running any of the scripts actually gets affected by this at all.
That's a fair assumption. This could all just be like a deterrent announcement. Sometimes you slap "this house is protected by an alarm system" on your window, but there's no alarm system inside of it.
Yeah.
It could be as simple as that. it's like, here, let's make an announcement about it, and hopefully, a percentage of the user base will just stop using them.
I mean,
Even though we can't actually do anything about it.
We know some companies have technology that supposedly detects this stuff so they can deal with it. Like Rainbow Six Siege has introduced some stuff that introduces latency if they detect one of these devices.
Well, they just did that on Call of Duty, because I
Um,
remember a lot of Call of Duty, like, professional players, like, I don't know if they were making sarcastic videos or not, because it seemed like they were. Because I wouldn't imagine somebody that's super popular. There was a bunch of videos of like really popular COD streamers saying that they're gonna have to quit because of these.
So
Chronus
in
bans.
COD, you get shadow banned, and what a shadow ban means is they just start dumping you into lobbies with people they know are using devices like this. They don't just ban you from the game; they shove you into lobbies where everybody's using the same stuff.
Why don't they just ban people?
Speaking of COD, because it's funnier to humiliate them instead of like outright banning them. Because banning them, they still play the game and they still probably might dump
Spend
money into the micro. Yeah, exactly. If you ban someone, like it's less money that you're spending on. But have you seen like the latest development against cheaters in COD?
I've
At
seen the
least in
one where they
Warzone.
make players invisible.
Yeah, I was gonna. Yeah. I was gonna talk about that. Like, if the anti cheat detects that a player is actually shooting someone like through walls or like knows where the player is, they will make that player invisible to the cheaters. But the player is still there.
Well, the best part about that is, like, the day that was introduced and a day after that was introduced, there was, like, TikTok exploded with all these people saying, Call of Duty sucks, look at this shit, I got killed by an invisible player, this is garbage. And everybody in the chat's like, is anyone going to tell this motherfucker? Is anyone going to tell, like, and then exposed in 4K, like, a bunch of stuff like that in all of the chats. I found it incredibly amusing because I was like, wow, yeah, way to just like totally expose yourself live to 2 million people.
But there's a lot of a lot of gaming companies that do that, like shadow realm of just cheaters. In GTA, as an example, if you get caught cheating, they will put you with other people with like modded clients or like such things.
Yeah.
COD also has that pool that has like mostly cheaters and players who just do that sort of thing. There are actually a lot of games that do that.
So, question here: are people going to start getting banned for Wellscape macros?
It's unclear what they mean by. So one of the things I don't like about this statement is they talk about advanced macros. All right.
Yeah,
But
what the fuck is it in advanced? Yeah.
There's no definition of what that means. So I suspect they're talking about, so all the scripts that run on a Chronus, they're effectively macros, right?
Yeah.
Like the anti-recoil one, the macro is pull down on your joystick when you fire.
Yeah.
Right? Or the one that is for aim assist, all that does is it jiggles your cursor to trigger the aim assist as strongly as it can be, right?
Yeah.
So those are macros, obviously, and I think that's probably what they're talking about. But they could be talking about AFK farming macros. They could be talking about skating macros.
Green.
We don't know. We don't know, and they haven't really defined it. But again, I think those kind of repetitive actions are what's going to get people caught and banned. Just using one, I don't think so. And quite honestly, I don't think Bungie rarely gives us new PvP maps. I cannot see them spending the money to deploy some new anti-cheat software that is going to detect some kind of new input. I just don't see them doing it.
All right.
So
you heard it here first. Use all your macros. If you get banned, it's not our fault. We're going to move along because this was only supposed to be an hour because there's nothing on the TWAB. And we're already at 1 hour and 7 minutes. Good job, us. Isn't that cool? All right. Don't use Zim or Chronus or whatever the fuck they're called. Or you suck. All right. So we talked about this last week. We've got an actual shot of the card for our Destiny commendations. Show it on the screen here. There you go. Oh, it's so big though. All right, let's make it. There. There. See, this is not important really at all, but you better start using it, Rect. Oh, what is important though is instead of deploying this in season 21 like they said they were going to, they are deploying it next Tuesday during the mid-season patch. They said everybody seemed so excited on social media that we just had to get this out during the mid-season patch. So they're dropping it next week when the mid-season patch comes out on Tuesday. Which reminds me, there's more downtime next Tuesday, I believe. Or the downtime's earlier than normal.
Yeah, it's because it's the big mid-season patch.
Yeah. So just an FYI. Also, if your staff in Shrouded, get your shit done before it goes down. Anyway, so anybody gonna actually use this more?
Yeah, I told you last time. I'm gonna give it to the person who's worst dressed every time.
At least he's using it though.
No,
But you don't-
people
you don't use
won't
it for-
teabag, but you won't give people their proper.
I never
dress
said I
right?
wouldn't teabag.
All right, good.
I never said that.
All right, good.
I only teabag my friends on my team when they die.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
I mean, I do
And
that
that's
too.
Mostly during raids and shit like that.
Teabag everywhere.
Yeah, I mean,
Eager edge
right,
them
that's
off
fine.
a cliff and then teabag them. Yeah, absolutely. All right. Anyway, I'm actually probably not going to use this at all. Because
Because you don't like Destiny armor.
You know
You
how
think
much
it's all
I hate
ugly.
Destiny armor. So
So we should always give it to Green if we're in a fire team with him then.
Yes,
Man,
give him the one that's worth the least amount of commendation points every time.
it's going to be worth the least.
Yes, it's going to be worth almost nothing.
Come
Yeah.
on.
They said so. Yeah.
Yeah, Destiny is endgame Destiny, but if you get a commendation for it, you get 0 points. Yeah. Bungie doesn't even know what their game is anymore.
They just make it. They should just make it like a different color. We have green, blue, yellow, and red. They should just make that one like what?
Purple.
Pink. I was gonna say pink. Yeah.
It is pink.
It's like a red. It's more red
It's
than pink.
it's gonna be put in the red in the red category.
All right, fair enough. All right, so moving on again. Trials Labs is coming up. This is the labs where they're going to do all the weird fucking pools, which sounds interesting, actually. So it's going to be on week 8 and 11 this season. 8 is coming up, obviously. So they're going to do they're going to be, we talked about this a long while ago, probably a few weeks back, about the Challenger pool, the practice pool, the stomp protection, and the farming protection. I figure we'll go over really quickly again. The challenging pool, this is where most players who currently play trials on a week-to-week basis and who want to go flawless will play. It represents an experience more like the original iteration of Trials from D1 without the focus on making games more difficult as the card progresses or after you have been flawless. So basically, Trials in D1 system. I don't know if...
It's connection-based matchmaking for trials. That is how it'll run in that pool.
yeah, so
That's it.
people should like that, I think. For the most case, except it will probably host pretty talented players for the most part, because it looks like they are taking on some stats from previous, being players that play on a weekly basis in trials. It doesn't say players that go flawless regularly, but at least who want to go flawless. So, I don't know what that means exactly. Anyway, the pool matches are based solely on connection. There's no matchmaking based on tickets whatsoever.
You're not in that pool if you're playing with a flawed card. That's what it means. If you go on a flawed card, you go to the practice pool.
Okay, fair enough. And players who have any card with no losses, including a card after reset, or those playing with someone in their fire team that has a card with no losses, will be placed in this pool. Okay. See, I should have just read that, and then I would have known immediately. So if you have no losses on your card, you're automatically just like put there.
Yep.
Cool. It's connection-based matchmaking.
Yes, which means return of the wind traders that just so happen to both show up. Their IP address is somewhere in Antarctica, right next to each other.
Nice. Nice. That's smart though. Cool. I need some flawless. So now,
Don't win
FYI,
trade. Don't win trade
FYI,
via network manipulation. You'll get banned.
just calm down. We actually don't. We don't let people do. We don't let. That's against the rules of the SGC. So don't win trade. We'll ban you.
Just bring back the Hake Chinese lottery.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's like the same thing.
That was fun.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Anyway.
it was win trading, but like your win was not guaranteed.
Yeah. Okay. Practice pool. So these pool matches based on connection and weekly performance. Cool. Okay. Only players with a flawed card or those on their first game of the week can play in that pool. Everyone in your fire team must have a flawed card or be on their first game of the week. What if you don't have a fire team? Does it count your match-made fire teams?
Yeah, should.
Okay. No, it shouldn't.
Ask your question again.
Does it include your match-made fire team members if you don't go in with your own team? Like if
Obviously,
They have their
yeah.
own matchmaking, yes, but the matchmaking is all
Yeah.
the same.
only players with flawed cards will be on the first
Greener.
game of the week. Okay, you only be
Greener.
matched with those people. Chill out, okay? I don't
Greener.
understand everything right away. All right, you just shush.
we knew that you were a
I
little
said
bit slow, but
shush.
holy fuck!
The only people that should dislike this are the people that are selling carries or doing carries for content and constantly card reset. Those are the only people that get absolutely fucked by this. And you know what? I'm okay with that.
Yeah, that's fine for me as well.
I agree. I wholeheartedly agree.
Okay, so the practice pool has stomp protection. So if you're consistently struggling, it will reduce your weekly performance rating to give you slightly easier matches until you recover, and then you get stomped again. And then farming protection, just as Rick was talking. It's going to detect if you're doing that, and it's going to slow you down initially, and if you continue to do it, it locks you into the challenger pool for the remainder of the weekend, even if you have a flawed card. So, good stuff. I like it. As a reminder, the passages of Wealthy and Mercy, updates to the passages of Wealth and Mercy, and the changes to the Guild of Flawless Triumph will not be live on these weekends. They will come in Season 21. Okay, boring. Too bad we didn't get 2 Mercies on one of these with the practice pool. That'd be fun. Oh well, what can you do? Next week, maybe. Alright, so then they got this next thing going on is the Bungie Foundation is at it again, trying to raise money for the Seattle Ronald McDonald House. If you donate $50, you get an emblem. And it's like a Scottish emblem. Let's show it.
It's right there on the screen. What do you mean?
It's not on. Oh. God, what happened?
Oh my god! You fucked everything.
I was trying to zoom into it.
You can click on it.
Oh, can you? Oh, that doesn't make it much
Yeah, but then you. Hey,
better. You need to calm down, boy. What are
Oh,
you, some
God,
sort of
Greener.
system analyst, IT guru?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you can zoom in on Google Chrome perfectly every time because you know how every web page works.
Yeah.
All I did is control mouse wheel, you goon. It's not my fault Bungie's got shitty coding even on their website. Anyway, here it is. I actually think it's kind of boring. I don't want to say that because it's a charity, but that's a real boring emblem, in my opinion.
Imagine bashing like charity events.
I'm not bashing the charity event. I'm bashing the shitty emblem that they made for the charity event. They should have done
This
something.
thing.
They should have done something way cooler. You would have got more people to do it. I know plenty of people that donate solely for the emblem, And then I know plenty of people that will donate because it's a charity. So you don't want to lose those people that do it solely for the emblem by putting out a shitty emblem, in my opinion. But maybe they're collectors and they'll buy it anyway. Anyway, $50 for that one.
They need to get themselves hooked up with Extra Life and get an Extra Life emblem for some donations.
Oh,
Oh yeah, that's
I'd
yeah,
smash
that's
that so hard.
true.
But anyway, there's a bunch of other stuff. We raise money for Extra Life, so I'm not going to go too much into this. If you want to donate, feel free. But we don't run any sort of charity for it, or like charity drive, or whatever you want to call it. Okay. Here's some more stuff. Next week, maintenance is scheduled to begin at 8 a.m. PST. It's brought offline at 8:45, and then at 10 a.m. it comes back online. So it'll be down officially for 1 hour and 15 minutes. And then maintenance is scheduled to be completed at 11 a.m. So, which means it goes down. So 9 is 1. It goes down 1 hour and 15 minutes earlier than usual. Is that right?
Yep. You got it.
Booyah! So smart. Oh, yeah, they dropped the Guardian rank objectives again. Did we talk about this last week? Did we know about
No,
this?
that was this week.
Okay. So... No, we definitely talked about this last week because I complained about it because I was like, it was so easy to get 130 and 2,000 in Glassway, and then good thing you brought up. You were like, well, I did Legend in this week's current one, which would have been last week, and I only got like 85,000.
I thought this was in addition to what they already dropped. Again, I thought they lowered it even further.
No, I don't think so. I think that was the
okay.
commendations. They've lowered the commendations twice, but they've
Yeah.
only lowered this once. So yeah, we definitely talked about this, and that's because that's when I found out Rec was like, "Well, we did Master and we got 135, and Buddy got his thing," and then I was like, "What? You can do it on Master?" Because I thought you had to do it on Legend, and then I complained. I said specifically, I was like, "Well, then the wording should get 130,000 in any Nightfall." Anyway, it doesn't matter. I still complain. And somebody was talking about it just yesterday in chat, and I was like, "I don't know why they did this." And he was like, literally impossible to get it on certain Nightfalls. And I said, literally just do it next week.
No, but I want to do it this week.
I need my level 11 now. Wah. Fucking dorks. You level 11 yet, Gato?
No, I'm missing the commendations for 10.
Yeah, that's all I'm missing for level 10. I'm about done with it.
That's what I'm working on too.
I need
blues.
Yeah, I might need to run some LFG dungeons tomorrow just to do that.
I've just been telling my Shrouded raids, give me the blues or I'm banning you. And I've gotten all blues. It's been fun. Look at Greener. He thinks I'm being serious.
For some reason, the SEC seems to be very susceptible to, like, I don't know, death threats.
Oh,
Yeah, you get Player of the Month nominations for him and weird stuff like that.
Yeah.
Crazy.
All right, on to known issues. Known issues. Weekly red border weapon focusing may not count progress for the Defiant Focus Triumph. No one cares.
The next one sucks.
If players wipe in a boss encounter of Lake of Shadows Nightfall, already defeated champions may respawn in previous zones, resulting in inaccurate scores and completion rewards. Pepperoni. So like,
How does that even happen?
You'd lose your platinum. Is that what it's saying?
Yep.
That's
Basically,
Yeah.
yeah.
I guess it doesn't matter in GM because if you're wiping the boss, you just gotta start over. So, but that would suck on Master and Legend. Yikers. And then this last known issue is Hawthorne is in denial. Hawthorne may continue to reference visiting Amanda in her voice lines.
She goes to her grave.
You're gonna trigger so many people.
Speaking of that, did you know that there's a shrine in the fucking tower for Amanda? I had no idea until like today.
Is it where she used to stand?
Yeah.
That makes sense. But no, I haven't seen it yet.
Yeah, it'll only be around to the end of the season when they bring her back to life as a guardian.
Uh, that's gonna be like the worst cop out. Jesus.
If they do
Oh,
that,
we killed
I
the
will hang myself from this green screen.
Look,
Clip
they
it.
did that. Look, they did that for Crow, and it was good enough because it took a long while for him to come back.
It's because nobody
But-
wanted him to come back. That's why they did it.
No, it was a surprise. It was just a surprise. We killed him, and then like what, 5 weeks later, we talked to Mara, and then she's like, "Here, see this vision that I have." And it's a cutscene of her brother being resurrected as a guardian. I was like, everybody was like, "What?
Yeah, I remember that.
He's back! He's
yeah,
back!
we had to get through
And
the
he's
whole,
a guardian."
like all the weekly little.
Yep.
shit
And then he
they had.
took 2 years to show up.
It's true. He didn't show up in Shadowkeep. Showed up BL Light. Season of the Hunt.
Yeah,
Working
took
for
2 years.
Spidos. All right, onward. Okay, boring.
Animals.
Oh, I'm still showing this on the screen. Okay, well, we're gonna get to the animals anyway. Since we're showing it on screen, what's this? Oh man, I got some notifications. Cool. Oh wait, you're not seeing this.
No.
Nope.
Now you are. Art's cool. I like the sword. Looks nice.
Mhm.
Cool. What was the other one? Oompa, oompa, oompa. More art. This is. It's a scythe. Cool. What's that from? Season of the Haunted?
Yep.
Yep.
Mhm.
Man, oh man, I'm smart. It's like I played this game every season. Can you believe it? All right, here we go. So here's the hidden hyperlinks. A P and a C, and one of them is a doggo and a stroller. How cute. And the other one is a soul-sucking cat.
Staring you down.
Just
It's quite the pillow that's behind the cat too.
I wondered about that actually. I was like, what's the flower halo that dude's got on? But anyway, yeah, that cat's scary. Like, are these Bungie developers animals? Is what I want to know, because whoever lives in that house has got to be 90 years
No.
old.
Probably not. It's probably like some random.
Because
Stock
like,
image.
look at this shit back here.
Well,
What
and
are-
then look
what
at
are
the-
these-
We've
the
seen
carpet,
that dog
too.
before.
What
That
are
dog's
these-
shown up multiple
What are
times.
these glass ornaments that are on top of it? Look at this rug.
Yeah,
that
the rug, that's what I'm
screams
saying.
1952. And then there's another one behind it back here.
You got a problem with complicated floor rugs? I got one in my living room right now.
Are you 100 years old, Mr. Rect?
No, I'm not 100 years old
Okay.
yet.
Yet.
I don't know
Close,
what to tell you,
but
man.
not quite there.
All right, that's it. There's nothing else. So we're gonna finish up. Only an hour and 27 minutes. Pretty good for just like a 3-paragraph TWAB. Yeah. All right, I'll take it. Plugs. Let's go. Starting Mr. Good Saint.
Recruitment post tomorrow when this goes live. I will remember this time, and then also my Twitch. I am doing it again now. So, Mr. Good Saint at twitch.tv. So go
Need to
there.
sell it.
and do-
Go
Go
to
there,
Mr.
been doing
Good
jet-
Saints.
Been doing GMs all week. It's fun. You can watch me fail and laugh at me and shit like that,
Perfect.
like everyone else does. Enjoy.
Yes, you can see. Oh no, you can't. Only I can. Once again, probably link below. But twitch.tv/Mr. Good Saint, all one word. Rect.
If you're in the SGC and you participated in the weekly Derelict Prime challenges, You have until Monday to get back to me with how you want to spend your motes. Otherwise, those points are gone. I'm gonna delete the channels, yada yada yada. So please get those to me. Derelict Prime Gambit tournament is happening next weekend on Saturday. There's still time to sign up. Please do. Grainer hasn't signed up yet. I think he's afraid of Reaper beating him again.
I gotta sign up. I
We'll
keep
see.
forgetting to.
We'll see how that shakes out. I am planning on streaming some of my event prep for Guardian games coming up next month on Sunday. If you're interested in seeing what that process is about and watching me talk to myself as I'm trying to figure things out, you can check me out at Mr_Rect on Twitch. And that's about it.
All right, there you go. You got it. Derelict Prime, some other stuff. Go follow twitch.tv/Mr_Rect. The man forgot the underscore when he said his own name.
I didn't.
What, didn't he? He did? I
No,
thought
he
did.
said it. No,
My
he
bad.
said it.
That's funny. I'm an idiot.
Yeah.
All right, calm down with your angry face. It's so much easier to tell when people are angry faced when they're avatars. Now he's sad. You're I don't
I'll
like
comfort him.
I don't like the way your chair glows. It looks like a cobra too. It's weird. Looks like it's gonna eat you from behind. Gato, you got
Heyo.
anything? Sorry, Gato, you got anything you want to talk about?
Finishing up the last details on the game show that I am to do. Probably not this next big stream that you have. It's not going to be up by then, but the next one after that it will. So if you're reading this, if you're listening to this, I mean, pay attention to the announcements, as I will most likely just post something there. That would be it.
There you go. That's a May Catastrophe stream. Whenever that's happening, we may be doing a game show that you can be a part of. And it will be incredible and amazing. But we won't be doing it this week because we're going to have less resources than we normally do. But it's going to
We will
be
have this.
way more incredible. Yeah, I'm going to put my wiener in there and you're going to shock it.
We can do it together. We can dock it. Yeah.
So
I like
you're
that
gonna be
idea.
There's going to be the inaugural Kick
Yeah,
SGC
we'll
stream
stream
then.
on
Yeah.
Kick.
Yeah.
That way we don't get banned from Twitch. All right, we'll be partner in one stream. Because apparently it's super fucking easy to get partner over there.
Yeah, I mean, all you gotta do is do some drugs.
No, I see
Show
some
your
tweets
dick,
all the time.
or-
Somebody's like, I got partner at Kick. I'm getting 95%. Look at my stats. It's like 9 viewers, and it's like, how hard did we try? How hard did we push? You remember how hard
yeah.
we pushed to get partner?
Mhm.
And it
I
didn't
heard
even
some-
mean anything other than a little fucking check mark. And now I get an email once in a while from somebody that notices. That's like, hey, you want to play our game? And I'm like, I really don't do that. And they're
I
like,
was
oh.
watching,
And
I
they're
was
like,
watching
oh.
a video from Devin Nash earlier today.
Yeah.
He's really deep in the marketing side for streaming and stuff.
Yeah.
And he's got some data that suggests that like 30 to 40% of viewership numbers over there are botted.
It's
They're all
funny
V-bots.
because that's what, like, I remember when Trainwrecks was talking about why the top 1,000 people on Twitch are such shit because it's all view bots, all of them.
Yeah.
Where you see people with 100K viewers, in reality they only have about 15K, and that type of stuff, which 15K is... I would kill for 15K viewers. I wouldn't actually... Yeah, no, I'd probably kill someone for that.
He doubled down on it.
Yeah, I
he did.
doubled down on it for sure. Anyway, so it's just ironic since he's like co-owner or whatever that he used to shit on it so much, and now you're talking about how that's what's going on over there. You imagine? Okay, listen, you need like 10 viewers or whatever it is to get partner over there. Like, you really gonna view bot that? Surely you have 10 friends you could call and be like, hey, can you help me get partner? And they'd be like, yeah, dude. I'll just leave your stream on for like a week. You stream every night. And you're good. Ta-da! Partner on Kick. Now, it's a little harder to get 75 people to convince 75 people to do that. for 25 hours in a month period.
Mm-hmm.
That didn't go over so well. We did it eventually, though. It's been almost 2 years now, though. We have the stream
Alright.
team. I guess we use that. Anyway, okay. Yeah, you're right. We gotta go. Shrouded stuff. Since Rect already mentioned Derelict Prime, go sign up for it. He mentioned I didn't sign up for it. You're right. It's because people stole my team members without even asking me if I wanted to play. And I'm really salty about it. And I'm taking it out on the whole tournament by not playing.
What about us four?
Us four?
Mm-hmm.
I already have a team.
Oh,
Leave
see,
them.
We just got fucked. We just
I can-
got fucked.
Can I-
Not-
well, since I have the curator of the tournament in here, can I just play on 2 teams?
What if we have to play against each other?
yeah.
Then I'll pick one. Or you
As long
you just don't make it so they're not. They don't
He
go
picks
against each
one
other.
and the other one has to automatically forfeit. So that'd be
I
fun.
play in 2 teams.
Anyway,
wouldn't
I might
care.
end up doing it. I guess I have no idea. If not, maybe I'll probably stream it.
Alright,
I'll do commentary for it.
There you go. Yeah.
It'll be a maze.
You can showcase it.
Yeah, I'll showcast it. So, yeah, go sign up for that. It's really awesome. Tomorrow, Player of the Week stream. If you're watching a recording for this, it's later today. I mean, only if you're watching it immediately after it comes out. It's happening on April 15th. So, yeah, if it's after that, you've missed it. Check the description below for our silver winners for this week. I haven't drawn them, so get fucked. What else we got? Catastrophe stream coming up. Shit. That's soon, man. I am not ready to...
Have you figured out how you are getting to the house at all?
One sec. And we can talk about that after I stop the
Right.
recording. Anyway, that's on the 29th, so it's going to be a big one. I'm not sure when it's starting quite yet. I don't think anyone knows it. But we'll figure it out. Other than that, join the Shrouded Gaming community. We play lots of Destiny. We do lots of cool things. We give lots of cool things away. ShroudedGaming.com/Discord. Well, you can check us out at ShroudedGaming.com. If you want to join our Discord, just type /Discord at the end of that URL, and you'll automatically get in. That's about it. We're going to take off. So, that is all the TWABs we have for you this week. Thanks for watching episode 12 of This Week at Shrouded. I want to thank Mr. Good Saint, Mr. Wrecked, and Captain Gatto for being here with me today and being entertaining, amazing guests and kittens. So, peace out. Have a great week. See you on the next one.